We are live. Okay, well, I'm gonna give y'all guys a second. I'll be right back. Some fly by night, some fly by day, moving like a trio. I'm on the sail on the way. All right, as YouTube continues to ignore my notifications, let's see what they say about stream quality. Let's see. Let's look at the stream life, shall we? Shall we do that before we get started? Now, I did my prediction video with Chris Carlson. They saying it's just okay. Then why do I have 8 viewers on the live stream? I have the fastest internet there is. And they're saying that it's okay. That doesn't make any sense, John. Somebody's not sharing the link. But Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr., aka E Bunny. This fight could break down into a couple of things. This could be the Hagler Hearns as far as the matchup, the styles, the contradiction of personality. Robert Easter Jr. has every everything going for him. Athletic, fast, great left hook, in shape, can make 35, have the frame of a welterweight. But there's a major problem and flaws that normally goes along with, things that come along you know, with him. Well, the squad is not getting their notification, so we'll see how it runs. Now, when this fight was made and they making all these plans for Mikey Garcia, and he went up to 140, he had a couple of fights at 140. Now he's coming back down after winning the title. Mikey didn't look that good at 140. That fight he won, he basically did the same thing and stayed basic and got to the cards, but it wasn't really impressive. He looked like a duck out of water. Now, in this fight, he's going to face a lot of different obstacles. Obstacle 1, he's going to be faced off against somebody that I think he's going to have a lot of problems with. Unlike Adrian Bronner, Robert Easter fights an entirely different way. He lets his hands go, but sometimes he lets his hands go too much. Mikey is going to destroy him. I wouldn't say that. I think it would be a contrast of 2 fights. I think Robert Easter gets off early, setting everything up off his jab. Mikey's gonna wait patiently, and his jab will start to dictate. You see, what Robert Easter has a problem of doing is because he fought a lot of lesser competition growing up and coming up in the boxing ranks. He fought very meager competition. So the guys he was fighting were mostly come forward fighters or guys who, they were smaller, but they wasn't as great. He could time his left hook, boom, perfectly, and drop, or get the advantage. Once he stepped up in competition, he started to let guys lure him into their fight, where he stayed back and boxed and moved. He was easily racking up rounds. But because of him fighting a lot of weak opposition early on in his career, he got a false sense of security of dropping his hands. So he keeps his left hand down and he squatches down and gives up his height. And once he does that, he becomes a sitting target because he's put himself right in the harm's way. And then next thing you know, he's getting in knockout, dragouts, trading. You don't want to trade punches with Mikey Garcia because Mikey can hit. See, that's the problem. Mikey throws punches correctly, and his power is don't let his frame and his lack of muscle development, the way it looked, that don't let that fool you. Mikey Garcia can hit. And it's all going to come down to the left hooks. Who has the better left hook? Will it be Robert Easter or will it be Mikey Garcia? Mikey Garcia is going to catch Robert Easter with his left hook because Robert Easter telegraphs his left hook. Mikey does not. Mikey counters with his. So when he tries to throw that left hook, Mikey will close the door a lot quicker than what people think. Now Mikey jabs, and it looks slow, but it comes out fast. Pop, 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 pop. And next thing you know, you're shocked. Like, whoa, this guy could actually, I gotta respect his jab. So the only fight that's gonna win for Robert Easter is for early in this fight, he has to back up Mikey Garcia. You can't let Mikey Garcia have his way in front of you. If Mikey's in front of you, you're in a bad spot. Mikey has to be backed up. You can't let Mikey come forward and dictate the pace with his offense. You got to keep Mikey moving backwards and setting the pivot. If Mikey's on the back foot moving, he's not as great if he's standing still in front of you coming forward. Because that way he gets to set up what he wants to do and allow you to try to trade with him when he's just baiting you to throw punches so he can counter you. Now, the problem Mikey Garcia has that Robert Easter can can capitalize on. Mikey Garcia does not throw enough body shots. And Robert Easter is in excellent shape, excellent conditioning. So if you're not going to throw, oh, okay, Mr. Norman, I see you came out throwing hooks. I seen a purple ball come out. I was like, somebody threw a purple ball. You could have went to the PayPal though, but I got you. It's all good. I appreciate all the love. And yes, donate to the super chat if you got a chance and want to support a starving, dying man. And Charlemagne and his lawyers, where DJ Academic and the rest of them try to take me down. Listen, in this whole fight game, right? It is crazy how much for you to get a shirt like this. It's gonna cost a lot. No, see, the thing is with Robert Easter, he got to go to that body on Mikey. You got to go to the body. Got to stay with the jab. Don't wait. Just keep piling up the rounds. He got to come to you. Make him come to you. Make him think. You got to give him the angles, but you got to capitalize. One, unfortunately, to be in great condition and great shape, Robert Easter has a hard time containing his composure. Like mentally, he loses focus. And Robert Easter starts to, like I said, he let himself be lured into the other person's fight. And he starts making mistakes. He abandons the jab. Next thing you know, he's telegraphing shots. He's got his chin out there. He got his mouth open. And he's putting weight on his front foot. Now he's getting hit with shots he shouldn't be getting hit with. As Fortuna was just looping shots and landing on him with basically Fortuna's a one-hand fighter. There's no way a one-hand fighter should be doing these things to you. So hopefully he's made the corrections, like he said, he's made some corrections now so that those type of fights won't never happen again. Now Robert Easter don't suck. He is great talent. He's championship material. I knew that before he even had a title. I saw him. I said, "You could be the next Thomas Hearns. All you got to do is make the weight. If you can make 35 consistently, you should never lose to anybody at 35. With all the ability he has, there's no way he should be losing fights. But like I said, not stepping up in competition early and fighting different type of styles, it kind of hurt him because, and I was saying that I'm like, against a stronger guy, you cannot telegraph your punches. The key to landing a good left hook is not letting them know it. And if you got a guy who's smart and see that you're telegraphing shots, they're gonna know what they need to do to trap you, to set it up so that make you think it's there, and then they closing the door, and next thing you know, you're seeing the lights in the ceiling, wondering how did you get knocked down when you was trying to punch. See, that's the deception. You don't want to fall into that trap at all. That's an ugly trap. Always keep yourself centered. Always keep yourself on an even tilt because that's where the fight's gonna be won. I'm looking forward to seeing this fight probably more than any fight there that has been in a long time. Um, my prediction is I think Mikey Garcia will win by a decision. I think it'll be a split decision. Both guys are in tremendous shape. Both guys are great fighters. And I think for the record, I think Robert Easter can win this fight if he listened to my strategy. I think Mikey Garcia can win if you listen to my strategy. I think Mike will win by a split decision, but I'm rooting for Robert Easter. I'm rooting for him. I want him to win. And the reason I'm going for him is because I've seen this guy come up as a kid. And I said, Robert Easter deserved it. You know, he worked his butt off. He's the only guy I know who was around Adrian Broner. He never got caught up in the nonsense. He kept it professional. He kept it 100. He kept it boxing. He kept it hard work, and he stayed in the gym. He put Toledo on the map. He said I was going to be world champion. He did it for his family, his father. You know, and Mikey's a great guy too. Both of these guys I like. So, you know, it's hard to do these type of things, but still, the job must be done. So I'm going with Garcia to win because I think he's going to win more rounds. I think he's experienced enough to know how to win rounds. So I think he knows how to win in big fights. Somebody said, "I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I'm going for him." I feel you. He's correct, Brandon. Holy Toledo. Did Dylan White win by decision, or did he win by knockout? Now I missed the fight. Did Parker really win the fight and they gave it to Dylan White? Did he really lose on the cards? Because that was my prediction for the fight. My prediction was that. Oh, okay. White has two knockdowns. He scored two knockdowns. That's good. I thought Parker would be too hard to hit and was gonna take him in the later rounds and win and fight, and then they were gonna give it to White anyway. They still trying to put Dylan White in there with Deontay Wilder. Wilder ain't fighting no White. Yeah, this fight's coming on tonight. I think Wilder's probably gonna fight. What's that other guy? That one he beat up in the parking lot. I mean, in the lobby. The big tall guy. I can't think of his name. Yeah, Brazil. Brazelis or Brazil, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Dominique Brazil. That's the guy he's knocking out next. He already knocked him out in the lobby, so he's gonna get knocked out in the ring and get a check. I think we've already told that story about Al Heyman and Richard Schaefer and Golden Boy. We told that story years ago. That was great for Eddie Hearn. He's always wanted to do it. His father Barry is behind the scenes now. He's not really out in the public no more. And now it's really Eddie's show. But if, like, say if Bob Arum wants something really done, he can call the dad. He'll go to Barry and be like, I want this fight and such, and him and Barry has a relationship. Barry Hearn. But Eddie the Sun has done a great job taking it from a international local thing to a major thing where Matchroom just beat out everybody. I knew that they would because Eddie was already connected with everybody. He was connected to the fight games, connected to the people. Eddie Hearn was working. That's the thing about him. Work, 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 work. The middleweight division is the best division in boxing. Really? I mean, they got Canelo there. They got see the thing about middleweight is it's never really been the best since the Hearns era. The only thing about middleweight is the fact that they're finally getting people there now is because a lot of the 154 fighters are coming up. They can't make 54 no more, so they go into middleweight. But back when it was no 154 division, middleweight was the hottest thing going because there was no junior middleweight division. Sergio Martinez, small middleweight, 154 fighter who can't make 54, so he's a small middleweight. You got Floyd Mayweather even won a middleweight title. Miguel Cotto, small middleweights. Um, Now we're getting big ones. So, oh, you missed my pick, Mikey Garcia by split decision. Man, I am so exhausted and tired. I need to take a nap and can't take one. You know, you ever been sleepy and for some reason your body just like, no. I'm like, go to sleep. No. I might go live again. I don't know. But if you want to see the back of the shirt, there's the back of the shirt. Am I going live for the fight? No, I'm not going to do that. Mikey will fight Lomachenko next year. Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Lomachenko first. Pacquiao next fight will be against Lomachenko. He said Manny beat Lomachenko. I'm gonna cry laughing. He should beat him. Manny is bigger than him. Lomo is small. Sinuses are killing me. Let me try to take me a little nap. So I'm gonna shut this down. But my prediction is Mikey Garcia by split decision. It should be a great fight. This could be Hearns and Leonard all over again.